You're listening to a Rock Candy podcast.
Hi, I'm Liam Hooper.
And I'm Peterson Toscano. Together, we co-host the Bible Bash podcast.
The Bible Bash podcast is a monthly podcast where Peterson, a quirky queer Quaker and Northern belle,
and Liam, a trans Bible scholar and Southern gentleman,
get together to examine biblical texts, looking for the characters and situations you don't often hear about.
Each month, we look into a different ancient story. We're curious to find insights into our own queer lives. We discuss these and share our findings with you.
You can find the Bible Bash podcast on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. New episodes come out at the end of each month.
Bible Bash podcast is part of the Rock Candy Network.
This is Reese Roper, one of the hosts of the Pickle and Boot Shop. This, a breaking disclaimer. I start out by saying my name is Ass Penis. We joke about soccer coaches touching kids. The sound cuts out again and again. Joe and I are poorly prepared to storm the gates of hell. We don't know the armor of God, and we talk about eating nachos and diarrhea. We punch penguins. We club baby seals. The Pickle and Boot Shop. We hope you hate it.
Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles. With your grandma and your kids. I go downtown. With your grandma and your kids. Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle, get your pickle cider, pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles, stay for the squids. Stay for the squids. Boots. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some boots inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some boots inside your hands. 1996, we start this.
Joe, do you hear something? It's like a clicking. It's like a It's real faint. It sounds like a somebody hitting a bell.
Yeah.
I gotta turn it off. You ready to clap again?
Yeah, let me hit record. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Okey-dokey.
Money. I don't even know what we're
Money.
going to talk about today.
Oh, I do. We're doing so, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode whatever of the Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop, a diabolical brainwashing machine. I am Joe Yerke, and my partner in crime here is
Ass Penis. Wait, no, I mean Reese. I swore so much on the
Did you
last
just pick
episode.
up the thunder?
What?
Did you just pick up that big boom of thunder?
I didn't.
That is rumbling through our neighborhood right now.
It's either Jesus or Thor expressing his anger at my language.
No, bowling. It's the Angels bowling.
It's the Angels bowling. Joe, on the last episode, I almost had to go to the doctor because I think I have Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah, it got a little nutsoid with you and the Beatles.
Yeah.
You got some deep rooted anger with the Beatles there.
I do. I've just got a lot of anger going on in my life right now, and I need help. I don't know.
You needed that. You needed to just go off on something. So this isn't anything earth shattering that people don't know. But I had a friend tell me recently that, because I was like, yeah, so-and-so, they went off on me. And they were like, well, they didn't go off on you. Because what they went off on you about was such a stupid little thing that it's something else. They have other stuff in their life that's going on. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah. And, that's where you could vent. So for you, this is our therapy. That's what people don't understand. They just think the Pickle and Boot Shop is just for pee pee poo poo fart penis jokes.
No,
But,
it's way more.
It's very cathartic and very deep for us. And and so sometimes we get in this where we can vent.
Well, I think other people too, they're struggling with a lot of things in their life, and then they hear us talking and they're like, I'm doing all right.
Exactly.
So
yeah, absolutely.
And so it is good therapy for me, because before this, all the therapy I was doing was I would drink so much that I would fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then you can't cry when you're unconscious. That's
right.
That was my therapy. So I don't know if anybody else is doing that, but it does work.
And you can't eat cheeseburgers when you're that buzzed, as David Hasselhoff, as we pointed out in past episodes.
Yeah.
But David Hasselhoff eating a cheeseburger while blasted is not a good look. So you don't want to do that yourself.
It'll fall right out the back.
Yeah. So stairs and cheeseburgers are off limits. You don't want to get that bad.
You don't. No, it's better to start a podcast, or even move to the next level. Do a diabolical brainwashing machine like Joe and I have. And then you can talk to each other and swear about the Beatles.
Yeah, and then if people happen to listen, they listen.
Right.
Like whether we had one listener or not, it's just me and you recording our conversations.
Right.
And but people just happen to listen.
It's just you and I
and pay money for it.
For the FBI later, when they're like,
yeah.
What? So what happened? Here it is. It's archived on this guy's computer.
Yeah, they're like, you pooped on a golf course. We knew it was you.
Yeah.
The serial pooper. I'll be charged with poops all over the country.
What is the statute of limitations in Iowa for pooping on a golf course?
I think the statute of levitation in Iowa is 10 years. So I'm good.
Yeah.
It was more than 10 years ago.
What is it if your soccer coach touches your penis? Just asking for a friend.
Just till the end of the season.
Dang it. Okay.
So, yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, so either if you're the soccer coach, it works better for you. If you're not the soccer coach, doesn't work so much in your favor.
Yeah, in this scenario, I was not the soccer coach.
Yeah. It's crazy. In Michigan, everybody in this woke society right now, and everyone's trying to protect everybody's rights and all these different things. In Michigan, they are trying to make it where your first DWI, so your first drunk driving offense, just gets thrown out. So it's like a do-over.
Really?
And then after that, they're trying to make it so basically law enforcement has a super duper hard time actually bringing charges up and then prosecuting them once it gets to the city level, the local level, to prosecute and to do that for DUIs and stuff like that. They're trying to make it almost next to impossible, which is really weird the way that the world is going. The world is going let's protect people, let's protect people's rights and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden they're just but we're not really going to punish drunk drivers anymore in the state of Michigan.
That's so
which
crazy,
is kind of
man.
weird. And then the other thing, what's even more zoiks, is sex offenders. They took away all these restrictions on sex offenders. So now in the state of Michigan, I'm sure it's like this in Virginia, but it used to be a sex offender couldn't live within 1,000 feet of a school.
Yeah.
A sex offender, all those restrictions just gone. They're just gone.
What?
Yeah. Sex offenders, our sex offender registry, totally loosened everything. So all these guys that if you're a sex offender and you have to register within the city where you live, all this, everything is just loosey-goosey. You don't really need to, you don't really need to do it in the first, 2 weeks of you moving to a city. If it takes you a year to do, it takes a year. you know, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. All these fees that they used to have to pay, they don't have to pay anymore. And they slid it in like under the radar.
Ah, dude.
So
that's
like they
bad.
Yeah, they passed all this stuff like under the radar. So now, like, local law enforcement and stuff like can't do anything. Like if a sex offender is like hanging out at like a soccer game, watching kids play, it's like, well, it's his constitutional right to like sit there and watch these kids play. And you're like, I don't know about that. I don't know if he just cares that much about the sport to be sitting there watching, you know, with his hands under a blanket. I don't think he's that big of a soccer nut.
No. Speaking of nut.
Yeah.
Planners.
Yeah. Nutella.
Nutella. Have you ever had it? My mother-in-law calls it Nutella.
Oh.
I mean, could you get some of that Nutella? That's what she says. She's the cutest. She's about 3 feet tall.
Oh, that's great.
So cute.
That's great. We are having huge storms.
I did
Maybe
hear
not
it,
huge.
Joe.
Yeah, they were supposed to be huge. I don't think they were as big once they finally hit, but they're moving through right now. So we may lose power. Our city loses power. Our infrastructure in our city is about equivalent to some old janky town that you would see in an old cowboy western movie, and we could lose power at any minute. So that may happen. I don't know. The rain is beating against the window over here, or it was. And then there's like, you know, thunder and stuff like that. So we'll just see how long this goes. Plus, we'll hope that this doesn't freeze up. So as of right now, it's going good. Usually this is about the point in time where it freezes up. So hopefully we'll keep this going and get it. But for the listeners, we still have a ton of questions that people want to know.
It's never ending.
It's never ending. And even when I'm done with the pages, I'll just post on the Diabolical Discussion page that if you guys aren't following, you need to jump back on that and follow that. If you want to submit a question, I check the messages, I do all that stuff. So that's where all these come from. Me and you, we come up with topics, and then kind of when we're tapped for topics, it's easy just to go to this, and this is what the people want. And so we're just going to spend another free podcast today going over this, and then I think we'll also do some for the paid. So,
yeah. Joe, did you see these headphones? Looks like I'm like, what? Y'all got? Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I like how it's like a nice, like it looks like a chocolate donut up against your ear.
Yeah, that's what I like about
for
it
the padding.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But
how are the microphones doing?
So they finally. It took 2 months to get the foam inserts that go inside the boxes. So in the meantime, I just keep upgrading stuff. Like I handmade all these boxes, and they're really cool. I'm really proud of how they came out. I'm staining a bunch downstairs. I got to leave the basement door open because it smells like fumes. But
nice.
Then the guy that does the powder coating on the outsides, he was like, "What do you do to get your logo on there?" And I was like, I just like print out stickers on a Cricut. And he goes, "Well, have you thought about silk screening it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I thought about it, but I called like about 10 places and they couldn't do it." And he was like, "I know a guy." So all of a sudden, he found a dude to do it, to screen print the logos on, which is cool. It'll make them way more durable. But because it's cylindrical, and it's not even a straight cylinder, it's kind of like it tapers down at one end. The guy that does a screen printing had to order a special screen, and it took like a couple weeks for that. So, even though it's taken forever to get the foam pieces off the boat, if they're like in the Port of Long Beach, it kind of helped out in that.
From the port that we call Long Beach. Long Beach. Made me think of a Dre song.
Made me think of you almost coming to fisticuffs with Dennis Rodman.
Almost fisticuffs with Dennis Rodman. Crazy. I wish that would have made his he needs to do a second book, because I bet he goes to sleep every night thinking of us.
He's like, the insiders. Yeah. Where can I get another shirt like that?
That bright orange Rodman shirt. Mm-hmm. He's like, what was that called? The Rodman shirt. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember. That's me.
That's me. That's my shirt. Yeah. So, anything happened to you this week? Anything fun? Anything worthy of podcast chit chat? Did you get any weird bumps on your body? Have you?
I just started having like some.
Tried any new restaurants?
I started having a crazy allergic reaction about an hour ago. And
to what?
I don't know. I changed my shirt. You know what I think it is? Do you ever like you get a bad thing of deodorant? You know, like,
No.
Or somehow your body starts like it's conquered that deodorant that you're on.
Yes. No, I do know that.
You're like, I've been using
just
this
had this conversation
forever.
with someone the other day.
And then all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore and you
Yes.
stink. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that happened to me. So for like a couple days, I was like, how come I stink every day? So I put back on Old Spice. Like I found a thing of the Old Spice Fresh, and I was putting that on. And number one, I feel like I'm being attacked all the time. I'm just like, who is that behind me? And it's me. I am
Someone
the one.
smells good.
Who? Jeez. Who's that good smelling young man behind me? But
Yeah.
it's me. But I
Oh.
think I was getting itchy from it. So I just changed my shirt in and I wiped it down. So now I'll stink again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, I enjoy the Old Spice High Endurance original scent. Uh-huh. But I like the gel, like the blue stuff. I don't like the white cakey stuff. And I'll use it for like 3 years, and then it'll just stop working. Like, I don't use antiperspirant. I just use deodorant.
The white cakey stuff. It's got aluminum in it. It clogs your pores. Supposedly linked to Alzheimer's.
Yeah, stuff
Who
like
knows,
that.
though?
Yeah.
Don't
so
do it.
then all of a sudden the deodorant won't work. So for like 6 months to a year, I'll switch to like another scent, and then that works. And then after about a year, I'll go back to the original scent, and then that works for 3 more years. And then I got to switch.
Yeah, like somebody's master's thesis could be done in this. Some biochemist.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
Some
your deodorant gives
biocomologist.
up. Chemologist.
A deodorant chemologist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that should be a major.
I believe
at a
it is.
University.
Yeah, at the University of Wappingers Falls.
Yeah.
In New York, they do have that.
In greater upstate New York. Mm-hmm. Well, nothing really happened to me this week. Remember how I told you we had that the Dream Cruise where it was like all the cars?
Yes, the Woodward Dream Cruise.
Yes. So this week, this past Labor Day weekend, we had what we call Arts, Beats, and Eats, or as I mentioned prior, Farts, Feets, and Teats.
Yes.
And so different bands played. Bobby Brown played.
Did you throw a battery at him or what?
No, I wasn't there when he played, or I would have. I was going to yell, "You murdered Whitney."
Yeah.
And
Really?
my bosses thought better of it and didn't sign me up to work that day.
They were like, "Look, we need to keep Joe as an employee, and if we put him up there, we're gonna have to fire him because he's gonna yell at Bobby Brown."
Yeah, but like Bobby
Smart.
Brown played once. Gin Blossoms played. Gin Blossoms played before Bobby Brown.
Did they do? They have like 2 hit songs. They sound exactly the same. It's like "Hey Jealousy," and the other one was like something else, but it's also about jealousy. Hey,
I think it goes because we can ride around this.
That's
town
"Hey Jealousy."
and let the cops chase us around. And then the other one is, well, the cops can ride around this town, and then we can chase them around. So they do sound similar. I can see
They
where
do. Lyrically,
I can see where you would think that. Yeah,
it's just like two different points of view.
yeah.
But it's the
One
same
goes,
song.
One goes, "Hey, jealousy," and then the other one goes, "You're jealous of me." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally. Yeah. And then another night, Rise Against played.
that's cool.
Yeah, so Rise Against
Did you
played.
see any of
and-
that? I like Rise Against. I was a teenage anarchist.
Yeah.
Is that their song?
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
that song.
And then Jason Moore, who's a country guy, he was one. Who else played? Trying to think. Man, I can't think of the other ones. But it's 4 days, so it's this 4-day festival. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Mm-hmm. There's like 8 stages all over our city. So they close down the downtown of our city, like one main street. It's called Washington. So they close down Washington, and then the side streets, the main side streets that come off of it, there's like a stage at the end of each one. So there's all sorts of like bands, local bands, all sorts. And then the main stage has all the big like national acts and stuff.
Very cool.
National acts from 25 years ago.
Still cool.
Yeah, no. It's cool. It's just, you know, I don't know if you find yourself like me, but I just think like from all the shows we've played, like, you know, you just think of all the shows you've played, all the shows you've been to. Now that I'm older, I just don't like going to shows.
Same.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. Like, I'm bougie, so I either want to be side stage or backstage, standing out in the crowd, in the back against a wall while all the young kids are in the mosh pit or up front, whatever. I feel stupid. Like, I really feel stupid going to concerts. And I just want to be on the side of the stage and just, you know, just chill and listen and hear a little bit better, not have the mains blasting at me, not be like in a big crowd of people. Mm-hmm. So,
Have you paid for any shows since the Insiders dissolved? Have you like paid to go to any shows?
I didn't pay for shows for probably 15 years. So
Jeez.
yeah, like 10, 15 years, but now I do. Mm-hmm. So the shows that I've been to in the last 5, 10 years, like I went and saw Rancid, and
I'd pay for that.
yeah, so I saw Rancid, paid for that. I saw Dropkick Murphys, Boss Tones. No, I saw Dropkick Murphys, Rancid, and Bouncing Souls. Paid for
Dude,
that.
That's a cool show.
Yeah, Dropkick Murphys and Boss Tones. Paid for that. Flogging Molly, Go-Go Bordello, and Less Than Jake. Paid for that one. And then the biggest one, I think I mentioned on this show before, the one that I could just... I just hate myself for it, that I missed it, was I paid to go see the Pogues. I got a ticket to see the Pogues in my town, at the Royal Oak Music Theater where we played.
Yeah.
The Pogues came and played. The Pogues play 90% of their shows now without Shane MacGowan, because Shane MacGowan is like, his health is so bad.
Yeah.
But he was there.
No.
He sang. He came to the United States. He normally doesn't come. He came. He played. He was there. We knew prior, like they said, they're like, Shane MacGowan will be a part of this tour. I bought my ticket. The Pogues are one of my favorite bands of all time. Shane MacGowan is he's just this like enigma to me. Like, I'm so curious about him. I actually went through a phase of my life where I was dreaming about him.
Jeez.
Like various times a week. I would have dreams of like I met him like in a pub and we just talked. Just talked. It was the coolest thing, and I'd wake up and be like, oh crap, you know, it wasn't real. On the Sinner's Songbook, our last album we did a song, a tribute to him. It's called The Snake.
Yeah.
That's kind of his nickname. So we did a song called The Snake, which is about him. And I had my tickets to the show, and I had a super long day at work, and I was gonna end up like getting out of work, jumping in the shower at work,
Dude.
getting out and going to the show, and I was so tired, I gave my ticket away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so that one I really, 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 regret.
There's still the chance though. He could come back.
There's a chance. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a chance.
Or
but,
are they? They're from Ireland. You could go
Yeah.
there. Tickets are cheap now, man.
I know, and I hear he just like hangs out in pubs over there. So
Go-
maybe that
just-
was the dream that I was having.
What you got to
was-
do is go hang
I
out
was
at
heading
some
over.
pubs, Joe. It's an
Yeah.
awful thing, but you got to do it.
Yeah, someone's gotta. All right, well, let's get started on some of these questions because we're over the 20-minute mark in here already. So we got about
Okay.
40 minutes to get through some of these questions. Daniel Leary, listener
Good old
Daniel
Danny Leary.
Leary, asks Reese, do you have any memories of Soulfest in New Hampshire?
That's very open-ended. Any? Tons.
Yeah, do you have any
Tons.
memories of Soulfest in New Hampshire? And then he also goes on to say, why didn't the Insiders ever play it? So you go ahead and what are some?
Tons. Like, so it started out. It was at Loon Mountain. So, so the first story, like the first time we played, was at the Loon Mountain place.
Okay.
And we flew into Manchester. And what I remember is
And
that
boy, were our arms tired.
so the flight attendant, there's a very flamboyantly gay flight attendant, and he goes, "Welcome to Manchester." we thought it was so funny. Joe and I just told this story. Manchester.
Manchester.
We rented a 15-person van, and we had to drive to Loon Mountain, which I can't remember what town it was in. Somebody will correct me on the diabolical
Discussion page.
Yeah. But it started raining, and it was the worst rain I can remember driving through. It was like straight water. You couldn't see anything. You were just like, I hope the people have working brake lights in front of us. And Dennis was driving, and he can be super stressed out like most of the time, but this is the worst I've ever seen him. Just white knuckle, like grabbing the steering wheel as hard as possible and going like 80 in the worst rainstorm ever. And somehow we made it, just open the door, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are here." And we're just throwing gear out at whoever was there. And we're just like, "Help us take it in." We go in. They just start plugging stuff in. We were up and running in 15 minutes when we played the set. It was insane. And I think probably because it just was raining cats and dogs, they had put a pause button on the festival, and then we just barely made it. But so many memories. We got our bus stuck. They had to get it out with some sort of forklift once.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, on some back road. It was all muddy. So many memories. We did a tour with Reliant K and Ace Troubleshooter called the Electric Youth Tour.
Okay.
We did a photo shoot with a lot of times just by default, because Dennis married up, we would end up with his wife Melinda shooting our stuff.
Yeah, she is a dream.
And just a really good photographer. But it would have been easy to take that for granted. I'm sure we did at times, just what, Melinda's doing it again? But she's such a great photographer.
Yeah.
And it would be easy to just be like, oh, okay, we'll let your wife do this. But I mean, she's super good. She's super pro. She was a
Yeah,
professional
it's like someone
photographer
being married
before
to
she married him.
Picasso. And just like, oh yeah, my husband will just paint a picture of you guys for your wedding.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, it's just Dave Picasso. It's just Dave.
Dave. It's just Dave.
It's
So
Dave.
we did a shoot for it where we had to all look like we had been electrocuted, and Andy looked like crazy. Just black marks all over and his hair sticking straight up. And then we went back to the lodge and thought it would be funny to mess with people. So I filmed it, and it ended up making it into the Rise and Fall of Five Iron Frenzy. But it's just Andy kind of walking around like, do you guys know where yeah, where I can find my room? You know, so we did that there. Well, so then it moved. Dan Russell, the guy that was a promoter, freaking amazing human being. He's such a cool dude. But like, this is how Frank Tate relayed it to me. He was like, Dan's he's like very much like a dreamer, and I think he's good at business, but like he was not savvy when he booked Loon Mountain, and so he never, I don't think, got him into a good contract. Like, hey, I want to do this weekend every year for the next 20 years, and this is how much like you're gonna get. So they just kept jacking the price. They just kept raising it every year. So finally, Dan we moved to, like, they moved it to another ski area called Gunstock, and it's not cool. It's just not as good. Loon Mountain was amazing, and then
with the name like
Gunstock,
Gunstock, you would think it would be beautiful.
right? It's on Lake Winnipesaukee.
Oh yeah, from What About Bob?
Yes, we talk about it every time we play. I'm like, I'm a sailor, everybody. But yeah, it's, I don't know, Joe.
So you guys, if you're listening at home, Reese and I, we haven't been able to get through cleanly. And when I say cleanly, I don't mean language-wise.
Because
I mean
definitely not.
technically. Yeah. But electronically, all this technical stuff, I think we finally figured out our issue. Hopefully it's fixed. But the last story that you probably heard about Soulfest, the sound kind of changes because something went awry. So, Reese, back to it. The dude in charge has now moved it to Gunstock.
Yes. The sound changes because satanic podcasting is attacking us. That's what's happening.
Yeah. We haven't even still started our full frontal assault.
No, we're just talking about
on
it.
Satanism.
It's all talk.
Yeah, we haven't even.
I mean,
we haven't even ramped it up yet to knock Satanism right in the nuts, and they're already attacking us.
I have 0 pieces of the armor of God
on
right now. None of the, like, not the
0.
We're not even ready for this.
We're not even ready.
I've been sitting around drinking a failure
started
puddle.
Our dietary regimen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got nothing. I just ate a salad with blue cheese.
Yeah.
That's not how you prepare for war, especially against Satanism. Like that's at least meatloaf and mashed potatoes. That's meat and potatoes meal. Before you storm the gates of hell, what are you eating? I'm going to ask you this. This is a question that I'm asking. What are you eating before your pregame, before you storm the gates of hell?
I think my personal favorite is I would just eat a ton of nacho cheese and then some maybe habanero peppers, because I want to just be, while I'm fighting, taking like a massive just shooting diarrhea out of my ass all at the same time.
Yeah, just spray paint.
Spray painting.
Just spray painting hell.
Yeah.
With feces.
Right, but also
Yeah.
it's spicy. I don't know if that affects things
you-
in hell, but that's what I want to be.
You thought that
doing.
through a little better.
It actually
You
just
thought
I
that
didn't.
through a little
I
better.
just
I'm just
talk.
thinking,
You
like-
asked me that question, and then I said the first funny thing I could think of.
Because I was thinking tacos. I was just thinking tacos. I would eat some tacos prior to storming the gates of hell.
Yeah.
From Tienda Mexicana by my house. And that's what I would do.
Would it help? Would you have diarrhea, or just you just be fueled up?
I would just be fueled. I'd be ready to go. And while I was like crushing demon skulls, if I happened to belch, it would taste good. Or if at least I had my taste back, I think it would taste good.
Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop.
So I almost feel like if we keep talking about Soulfest, something else is going to go wrong.
Which is why we need to keep doing it, because Satan is trying to take us down, Joe.
All right, then let's do it. So Gunstock. Move to Gunstock.
Move to Gunstock. You know what? The last time we played there, and this is the one I remember the most, I drink the Fireball, as we've talked about. And it helps me it helps me to sing.
We've talked about this.
So this is one of the instances where I learned don't drink it before you start singing, I did, because this grave.
So you lay down your own rules that you then break.
No, this is where the rule was made. Don't do it.
Okay.
And it was because
Okay.
this is fucked up, dude. I'm just gonna say that without. I'm angry about this. Like,
Okay.
they've not asked us back, and this is why.
Oh, hit
Well,
me
I don't
with
know
it.
if this is why, but I'll tell you why I don't want to go back. It's because they made Steve Taylor open for us, and fuck that.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
no, you don't do that.
No. So I was upset. I had some Fireball. I'm really upset. I'm still upset. Like, no, that's not right.
Are you like Beatles upset or not quite that level?
I have to talk to a therapist about this. Is what I think. I'm pretty upset.
okay.
It's gonna come out.
All right.
Like, yeah, it's gonna come out. Normally, I just drive by the elementary school and I yell at kids, and that's how I
Yeah.
deal with all the pain I have inside. Or I punch. I find a penguin. If I can find a penguin, I'll punch it.
Yeah, or a baby seal.
A baby
You
seal.
just club
I
it
will
to
just
death.
club the shit out of that thing. But it makes me
Yeah.
feel better. So
with the tube of cookie dough.
I do that.
Yeah.
But this, I think I need therapy. Steve Taylor opened for us, and it was Steve Taylor in the Perfect Foil, which is like
Yeah.
Steve Taylor, it's like a super group.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
too much to drink before we started playing. I think we played okay, but I was upset the whole time. And then I made a comment. They were just like, I think Third Day was playing at the main stage, and we were on the side stage, and I called them the Newsboys, and everybody was like, no, it's Third Day. And I was like, it's the same. That was my comment.
Oh.
And I'm sure I rubbed some people the wrong way.
Yeah.
They're different. I understand. They're different people. I know people in both bands. They're wonderful people. They're very nice. It's at this point, though, to me in my mind, it's just like CCM music that I don't listen to anymore.
Yeah.
I like the guys. I just don't listen to it. And so I was just like, yeah, it's the same. But it was the Fireball, and it was because
There's a fireball talking.
of that tremendous, just awful, egregious disrespect to music and Steve Taylor.
Yeah.
So I was upset.
Yeah. No, I would have said the same thing. if I was Third Day, I'd be like, hey, who's playing over there disrespecting Steve Taylor? And they'd be like,
This
I'd be like, who is that?
OC
I'd be like, is that
Supertones.
the Insiders? Yeah, is that the Insiders? No, it's Fiverr. Same thing.
Yeah.
Just garbage, loosely based punk rock ska.
Right. And it kind of is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. It's like the hot pocket of Christian music.
It's like, it doesn't matter what flavor it is. As soon as you bite into it, it's a 3,000 degrees in the middle, and your tongue will stop tasting for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And acid reflux almost
Yeah.
immediately.
That's
And then
it.
yeah, and then your rectum will just be on fire for about 72 hours. Rectum dang near killed
What?
him.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah.
I wasn't recording this on Skype until just now. No wonder our signal.
you
No wonder it was going so well.
Oh my
Well, you're
goodness.
recording-
At least we got it. At least we got it on the
Thank
other.
God.
Thank you, Jesus. You are going to be putting this thing together like a jigsaw puzzle. No. Let's talk this through. So as of right now,
Yeah.
we have the audio of all of this except the first portion of Soulfest. All the rest is going to be in a file that I send you on GarageBand.
Okay. I believe it.
Yes, we should be
I believe
good.
it.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be a whole lot of clapping and stuff.
A lot
though.
of clap. So let's hear. Why
Lot of
didn't
clap.
you guys play Soulfest?
I don't have like a big answer for it. If you would have asked me, did you ever play it? Because I always heard about it and it's in my head as a festival that I remember the name, I would have said we played at it. However, we've only been to New Hampshire one time. And I don't believe it was just a show that we played in New Hampshire at some church. So we'd never played Soulfest. And I don't know why we didn't play it. For Daniel Leary, who's asking the question, it's not like we just played places because we got booked.
Yeah.
there. So if we didn't play Soulfest, it wasn't because we didn't want to play Soulfest. It's because Soulfest didn't want
I
us
think
playing.
Soulfest
They
was
didn't ask
like-
us.
Like, so Dan, the guy that put it on, he was and still is bros with Frank. And so I think he was just like, Frank, yeah, I'll let your band play. And then the Supertones were popular. Like, they were the most popular of the three of our bands. So they
Sure.
played. And
I mean, if you think about it, as a promoter, it's probably pretty smart just to get like one or two bands of like every genre if you're at a
Yeah.
festival. Like if you're doing a festival, you want a country group, you want a CCM group, you want a hip hop group, all these different things for the festival. You don't want to march 3 ska
Yeah.
bands out there and do it. So like I don't have any issues. I don't have any hard feelings or anything like that. Like I said, I guess I didn't even realize we didn't play it, but the only reason we don't play places is because they didn't sign. Same thing with Tom Fest. We never played Tom Fest.
Huh.
We never got asked to play. They never contacted us about playing there, and yeah, so that's the only reason we never played Tom, or we don't play any shows because they just don't get a hold of us.
you were talking about the Furnace place in Birmingham. We never played there. Like,
You never played Sloss
No.
Furnace?
people would
that's
tell us about
rad.
it, but we never got booked there. So, same.
Yeah, that was a
Probably
cool
the
place.
Supertones were just like blackballing us at these places. They were like, "Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't let the insiders count. We already have to deal with 5 Iron and
These are loose facts that I don't have all the information, and I can't say for sure that this happened, but for a while, Dave Bonson was doing our booking, and I had mentioned it on an earlier cast that we were getting calls to do some like bigger shows, and he was putting the Supertones into those
so crazy, man.
slots. So maybe we got called to do Soulfest, and at that time, and they were like, "Oh, they're busy, but how about you take the Supertones?" That could have been same thing with Tom Fest. It could have been there, but I don't know. That's just rumors. That's just me spitballing. But yeah, that did kind of happen. So that's why we never played it. I wish there was like a bigger explanation for you, Daniel. But that was it, man.
Hey, so
Now
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go on.
Are there states you guys never played? Did you keep a list of this?
Yes, we never played Alaska, and we never played Hawaii.
That's it.
But
You played Vermont.
But we played. Yeah, we played
Mississippi.
Vermont. I don't think we ever played Montana either.
Okay. I think we played Montana like 3 times, but we were closer.
Yeah, we've gone like 3. So like as a traveling, we've been to all continental 48. And then me on my own, I've gone to Hawaii. So the only state I haven't been to is Alaska. But as far as playing, I don't think we ever played. I don't think. I know we never played Montana. We never played. We never played Montana, and we didn't play Alaska or Hawaii.
Okay. See, we played all 3 of those, but for some reason we never played Vermont. We played like a mile away. We played at Dartmouth once, which is close. It's like on the border. 5 Iron never played West Virginia. Roper did. And then we never played Mississippi. And we had never played, I think, Rhode Island, but we did it on the on that tour with Real Big Fish. So we're down to like 3 states we haven't played. We played Alaska 3 times somehow. And then
really?
Hawaii twice.
Oh yeah, we never did. Again, those could have been super tone shows.
Well, we played like on Oahu twice and then Kauai once, so we can say we played 3 shows.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was surreal. Like, not a lot of people, but there was a Hawaiian Christian ska band called Skanabata. Yeah, they were the coolest dudes. It was so awesome. They took Andy and I surfing.
I've never wanted to be more part of a culture than Hawaiian culture. Like, living in the United States, living in the Midwest, I respect the daylights out of, like, Native American culture. And here, I don't know if it's the same in Denver. I don't know if it's the same in West Virginia. In Michigan, a lot of our cities still have Native American names. There's still a lot of Native American stuff here in Michigan. The Chippewa tribe, the Huron tribe is huge here. And so, but I respect it, but there's nothing like really within me that's like, oh man, I'm kind of envious of it. Whereas in Hawaii, like I'm envious of Hawaiian culture.
Yeah.
And then like when we went there, it's funny because when we went there, like my kids fell in love with it. And my daughter, my oldest, Ella, she's like, Hawaii is like it's part of my soul now. And so it's funny when she fills stuff out like college applications and stuff, she checks the box for Pacific Islander because she's like, I identify as a Hawaiian.
I want to throw up just a word of caution on that.
Yeah.
When I was applying for schools, I applied for schools I wanted and then ended up applying to a ton of schools that I was just like, these are my safety schools. And I put that I was African American. And I ended up going to one of those schools. And they were always like coming to my door looking to recruit me to be like the Black Student Union or something. And be like, hey, is Reese here? And I'd be like, no. No, he is not. I'll tell him you came.
He's always gone. He's
very studious. But, Black Power, guys. Don't kill me. Yeah.
That's what she does.
That's awesome.
But the thing is that you couldn't do back then is there was no phrase called I identify. Now there is. So if she identifies as that, I guess.
I don't think you can do that with cultures. There was some lady that tried to, a white lady that like, she got very tan, had like
Yes,
Kiki curly
I remember
hair.
this.
She was like, but I identify as black. And they're like, the fuck you do? You don't. Like, you did not. Like, I don't care. Like, I mean, black folks were upset about Obama. Like, he wasn't black enough because his dad was African and his mom was white. Like, they were just like, you don't have the same experience we had. And they're right. Like, I get that. So I think with cultures, no,
You can't do it.
Nobody's gonna get pissed if you're just like, I wish I was German. And I'm gonna identify with
Dutch.
that, or Dutch. There's like,
I identify as Dutch. No one
that's your
cares.
own. That's your own fault, man. You like, you carry that cross of being Dutch. You carry that, but like, you know, if you're identifying with a culture that has like just been birthed from slavery or suffering, or like even a Pacific Islander, I mean, it's not like, I mean, we still in our country just we're still pulling out of hundreds of years of oppressing people because they had larger molecules of melanin. And you can't just be like, yeah, I want to be like that because I like rap or whatever. Like, you can't. Or like, I like surfing, I'm going to be a Pacific Islander. And they just be
I think
like,
it's more the sun
Yes.
and the trees and the mountains and the ocean. Yeah.
watching
All of that.
Moana.
The love. Just
Yeah,
the, like
it's
the
cool.
love that you feel. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do they call it? Ohana?
It's like there. It is a super accepting culture. That's been my perception of it. Like, they're cool, super laid back, and I want that too. I wish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of shit that goes with not being white cis males. That you can't just be like, I wish I was that, but with also all the good things that come with me being this color, and you know, like, I don't know.
Well, I'll answer this quick Jimmy Costello question. Jimmy says, or asks, Scalleluja 3? Question mark. Jimmy, no, there's not going to be a Scalleluja 3. The older I get with each day that passes, I feel like anything Insiders, whether that's live show or whether that's recording, gets further and further away from ever actually happening. Like when 5 Iron came through, you've heard it on here before. When 5 Iron came through, I reached out to Reese and Leonore and said, you know, do you guys want us to play 3, 4, 5 songs? You know, could we play 3, 4, 5 songs? We could get together and kind of do that. Like, hey, let's play these songs, let's practice them, and then let's play them at a club live, and we could probably get through it. Any more than that, that's not happening. So like, not remembering lyrics. I already told
Doesn't
you, like,
matter.
my life is so busy.
Who remembers lyrics?
Yeah, my
Joe?
life is. I know. And you're telling me. But it's just like my life is so busy that any free time I'd have, I want my free time. I don't want to be traveling somewhere in a van at 44 years old, not doing it. I'm either flying or I'm in a tour bus, and that ain't happening anymore because we're not drawing that anymore. So that's never going to happen. And then also what's not going to happen is getting everybody together to actually record parts and to do all that stuff. I mean, if the guys got together and it wasn't my doing and they put something all together and they sent me tapes or tracks and said, hey, can you put something together? And then I just show up, sing my part. That might happen in the future, but that's not going to happen. Like Nate and John Miller and, you know, our trombone player, you know, we would get whatever trombone player was available at the time, and then Al and whoever.
Kid
So
sang.
I don't
He's still
think that
doing
would
it. He
ever-
plays in our band sometimes.
Yeah, I think he plays more in yours than he does in ours. But yeah, I just don't think, we just don't have the time to practice, to write, to do anything like that. And with Scallelujah 3, I understand it's not a whole lot of writing original. It's just, arranging stuff with songs. And I just don't think it'd ever happen. I feel guilty some days so I'm sure you've heard me say this before, but in case you missed it, Scallelujah, the first one, I'm really proud of that album because that was an album that was birthed out of being genuine. And when the Insiders first started, again, you guys have probably heard this story a million times on this show, on this cast, but when the Insiders started, we didn't know what our sound was, so we would take praise and worship songs and ska them up, and then we figured out what our niche was. When we started playing shows, we would go through our 3, 4, 5, 6 songs that were originals. People would be like, one more song, encore, encore. So we would go out and we would play these praise and worship songs that we had practiced with. Well, then when our first album came out, our fans were bummed that praise and worship wasn't on the album.
Yeah.
So as a gift to our fans, we did Scallelujah, and that's genuine, and these were songs that we loved singing, and these were songs that we loved doing, and it was genuine, and it was, hey, you guys asked for it, so you're getting it. That's how Scallelujah 1 came about. So I've read reviews over the years and stuff like that, and I remember articles where people just ripped us for like doing a money grab, and praise and worship was huge in the 90s, and the Insiders just seized upon that to make money.
But that was you guys. That was
but it was
your roots.
Sure, but it was and sure, and that's what that first album was it was genuine. It was genuine worship, and it wasn't a money grab. It fell in coincidence with the times. Mm-hmm. Now, Scallelujah 2, any comment you want to make on Cash Grab, anything you want to make on that is completely true. Scallelujah 2 was a mess. I can't stand that. There's maybe a song or two on there that I like. I cannot stand that album. It was us sitting around saying, what songs can we put on here that like we want to do? What songs are popular? What styles are popular? Like the W's were big at the time, so we did like a swing song. We did all sorts of stuff. There's like a ragtime where we get a guy doing clarinet and singing Old Rugged Cross in Korean.
I think it's cool.
I mean, that album is a mess. You just said it was cool. I hate that album. I think that is a mess. Just a total cash grab. And that wasn't genuine. Those weren't songs that we were singing with our fans. Those were songs that we said, what can we pump out? What's going to make somebody buy this album? Oh, if we do this popular song, if we do that popular song. So that's how that came around. So will there be a Scallelujah 3? No, there will not be a Scallelujah 3. Can I never say never? Sure, maybe. I'm 44. Saying 10 years, who knows? But not in the foreseeable future. It hasn't been talked about, nothing like that. So to answer your question is there's nothing in the pipeline right now, and I really don't see it happening in the future. My creative outlet right now is I have written more than I ever have, like in the last 10, 15 years. But I kind of put all my creative juices into the podcast. So whether it be a Pickle and Boot or my Average Jerks podcast, that's kind of where I put all my energy and my creative, whatever. I mean, this isn't really creative. It's sitting in front of a microphone. But my time. So my time bank that allows me, the hobby and the free time to be able to create, this is where I put it. Whereas I'm not sitting down writing or practicing my guitar or something like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully that answers that question. Unless Five Iron wants to do Scallelujah 3.
I can't even get Five Iron to do a Five Iron album like that. That's the hard part. This is being like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So Scott and I were doing well. We can maybe write an album, but I'm afraid it's going to take too long, and then we'll forget how we were getting along and how we did it. We'll just not do it again.
Well, you know what? I think at the end of that tangent, we should probably bring this. This is the freebie portion. We're gonna bring this to an end, and this is gonna be like a Frankenstein thing that you got to put together here, because this is gonna be rough, I think, for you editing this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring this to an end, you guys. This is the end of the freebie.
See you later,
We wanna Thank you
moochers.
guys for listening, moochers. See ya, and follow us on Diabolical Discussion.
We love you guys.
On what's it called, Facebook, or you could go to the Pickle and Boot podcast, Pickle and Boot Shop on Instagram. Message us, do all sorts of stuff. We'll get back to you right quick. Follow us on Twitter. I think we still have shirts you could get if you go to Bonfire.
Yeah.
You can order shirts and stuff like that.
Or if you like
do all that
bonfires,
stuff.
you can make one.
Make one on your own. Just takes wood and fire, and you can make a
Or like
bonfire.
your neighbor's apartment complex, you can also light that on
Or his
fire.
his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't hear that from us. You didn't hear that from us.
Oh.
Yeah, don't do it. We were joking. So anyway, we're done. Paid people.
Peace!
Stay tuned. See you.
For more shows like this one, visit rockcandyrecordings.com.
Cellular.
Cellular.
Let me check.
Is it on? Is it cellular?
Okay,
Is
now
it
I'm
digital?
going to cellular. I'm taking it off of Wi-Fi, and I'm going cellular with it. Is that still frozen? So
I lost you
you
still.
are just frozen
I
in
hope
time,
you heard that, Joe.
and I can't hear you. So what is going on?
Oh no, Joe. Joe, this is the best ever podcast.
This is awful.
Yeah. It's great. Everything's fine. Hey.
So you know how I get, like, I'm reaching my point where I'm about to just chuck my phone and quit.
Yeah.
So
Are you on Wi-Fi?
No, I took it
Oh,
off
that was the thing.
Wi-Fi.
Okay, let's clap.
Okay, one sec, because now I gotta get my. It says I'm connected to my Power Beats, but I'm not connected to my Power Beats. So it's gonna be listening. I'm gonna be hearing you. So one sec. Now I gotta disconnect from this. And connect again. Jeez Louise. Okay. Can you
Hello,
talk?
this is Reese Roper, karate master
Okay.
and blood donor.
There we go. Hey! All right. So now everything is back going. Let's hope cellular. This thing keeps.
Okay.
Jeez.
3,
clap.
2, 1. I totally didn't do that right, but it doesn't matter because I just listen on the thing for when you clap.
Okay, I'm gonna hit record on GarageBand to see if this does anything. And then, do you want to clap?
Okay, we're clapping on how we do it on 5.
On 5. We're clapping on 5. 5.5.
Okay, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We nailed it. At least visually, we nailed it.
Nailed it.
Good job. Who says you're not good at tempos?
Me and everyone who has to be in a stupid band with me.
Who hath Anne Hathaway been in a band with you?
Oh man, this is not recording on my thing though. Hold on. Let me start this in 1 and 2. I don't want that. What the fuck? Hang on, I gotta start this over.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me stop this.
What's stereo? Input 1.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna
Hey.
delete that.
1. Hey, 1. It's not coming in that thing. Oh my gosh. This is what I did was input device. That's problem. USB audio. Hello. Nope, it crashed.
Oh.
So I've been importing all the old 5-iron tapes
Okay.
into
Like demos?
Logic. No, like the actual recorded albums.
Okay.
It's insane. Let's see. Is it no? Why are you doing stereo?
Like insane as in like the tapes don't sound good?
No, they sound wonderful. That's the crazy thing. It's like so nostalgic. Just so it's like all the masters, but like just things that you can't hear on the recordings because Saki just
Oh, you're talking
rips the
tapes.
shit out of it.
You're talking like DAT tapes and stuff. I'm thinking you're talking like cassette tapes.
No, it's ADATs, dude. It's so crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking
Hey.
you're talking like a cassette tape that you
What?
bought.
Oh, this is better. It's working now. No. Okay.
Let me do this real quick.
Uh-huh.
My thing stopped recording. It didn't freeze, but it stopped recording and I saved it. So now that
Oh,
we're
cool.
jumping back in, it's going to be off. So let's do another clap.
Okay.
So you know where to get this and maybe start over with this story.
Hey, dude.
Hey, it almost makes me want to go back to Zencaster.
I know.
Like this is driving me nuts. Like I can't run these two things.
No, it's playing through my headphones, but there's an echo from you.
Hey,
Hey,
it worked.
it did. Now let me
Okay, I'm gonna start. All right, I started recording on my side.
Okay, let's see. Let me real quick. I gotta do something here.
Okay.
Need to connect to these. Can you talk?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, cool. I got you.
Cool, dude.
Okay, so let me find my Skype. Okay. Okay. So are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see you though.
You can't see me?
No.
All right. Let me see.
Now I see you. Hey,
Hey.
this is great. Okay, we gotta do the clap again.
Okay, let me hit record.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? We're clapping.
Yep.
Take 3. 3, 2, 1. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. There's like an echo from me. Is it playing through your phone? Oh wow. Yeah. Now it stopped. Okay. Maybe a Paddington, like a stuffed animal. Yeah. Oh no. Joe, I'm losing you. You're slightly frozen.
Let me find some padding to maybe put this on.
Maybe a Paddington, like a stuffed animal.
Yeah. Yeah, like a stuffed bear in a raincoat.
Yeah.
Does it echo now?
Hello. Hello. No. That's good.
Okay, cool.
Tell me that bear doesn't give you a boner, though. Seriously. Wow.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
A raincoat, a little fedora.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. That's what dreams are made of right there.
Sorry, but talk about blue balls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what special websites are made for.
I'm sure there's somebody with that fetish. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, little Paddington bear.
I don't want to kink shame people,
sure.
but like, if that ever came up, I'd just be like, "Oh, my penis, it's not ever coming out. It went inside.
Yeah.
It's gone."
Yeah, and I'd be like, they'd be like, "Who's into it?" And you'd say your thing, and I'd be like, "Oh." It's like, do the old shoot the hand up and then itch the head.
No.
Like, yeah, totally. No, that ain't for me.
Not.
That ain't for me.
No.
You're freezing up
Joe, you
on my
keep freezing
phone now. I know.
What is
It keeps freezing.
is your phone on Wi-Fi or is it?